Good evening. This is a meeting of the Township Committee, September 7th, 2021. The notice requirements provided for in the Open Public Meetings Act have been satisfied. Notice of this meeting was properly given by transmission to the Star Ledger, the Independent, and the Two-Word Times, and by posting at the Middletown Township Municipal Building and filing with the Township Clerk all on January 7th, 2021. Committeeman Clark.
Here.
Committeeman Sedembrino.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Hybel.
Here.
Mayor Perry.
Here.
Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
At this time, I'd like to ask for a moment of silence to honor the troops serving worldwide, defending our constitutions, freedoms, and way of life. Thank you. First item on tonight's agenda, we're actually going to pull out Resolution 21-214 for a separate vote, a resolution making appointment to fill vacancy on the Township Committee for the seat previously held by Patricia Snell.
Make a motion to appoint Kimberly Kratz.
Second.
Committeeman Clark.
Yes.
Committeeman Sedembrino.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Hybel.
Yes.
Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Motion carries. Nomination. Brian, do we have to also approve the resolution?
Yeah, we should also.
And motion carries to also approve Resolution 21-214. At this time, I'd like to invite Kimberly Kratz to please come forward with your family.
Normally, one of the taller. Yeah. Perfect.
Absolutely.
You repeat after me. I, Kimberly Kratz,
I, Kimberly Kratz,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established in the United States
and the governments established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
And I do swear
And I do swear
to faithfully,
to faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all of the duties
all of the duties
of Township Committee
of Township Committee member
according to the best of your ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, really? Okay. Right, sign it.
Paper towel. I was going to say, right?
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, good thing I wish you could.
Thank you.
Take this one.
Yes, that's yours.
Brian? Roll call. No roll call again, we're just continue on. There's no. Yeah.
Okay. Roll call. Take one.
Okay. We're just going to take roll call. Committeeman Clark.
Here.
Committeeman Sedambrino.
Here.
Committeewoman Kratz.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Hybel.
Here.
Mayor Perry.
Here.
Motion, there's no, sorry, have it. Okay, our next item on tonight's agenda, we have item number 15, which is a proclamation recognizing September 2021 as Ovarian Cancer Awareness Month in the Township of Middletown. At this time, I'd like to invite Michelle Collins, a Lincroft resident volunteer for Turn the Town Heal, which is a National Ovarian Cancer Awareness Campaign, to join the mayor at the front of the room.
First of all, I just want to, Kim, congratulations. Nice to have a new face up there. But congratulations to you and your entire family. You're filling big shoes. Pat Snell was a great member of this governing body, but congratulations. Obviously, I want to thank our Sheriff, Sean Golden, and our Commissioner Director, Tom Arno, for being here as great partners and allies of Middletown. You'll get to know them very frequently. But I really want to, obviously, with good news always comes things that we strive for as a community, things that we stand for as a community. And I'm very honored to be standing up here today to designate September 2021 as National Ovarian Cancer Awareness Month. We get asked about this proclamation every year about designating ovarian cancer, and you listen to the stories, and I think this is your first year running this, first year at least accepting this award of this proclamation. But ovarian cancer is known as a silent disease, and it really is one of those cancers that, and Tom is here, and he's very big in and does raises a bunch of money every year for his pound of pavement for pancreatic cancer. But what is, even though we're talking about something that brings pain to individuals, regardless of whatever town or county, state you live in, it's wonderful to have people that are raising awareness for it, that are bringing it to light and ensuring that women, not just in Middletown, but women all across our state and our country, are getting that preventative access to healthcare and ensuring that they're making sure they're healthy for themselves and for their family. So I don't know if you want to say anything and talk about your incredible program. We were talking about our biodegradable teal ribbons that are popping up all over Middletown that I love to see. But please feel free.
My name is Michelle. I'm a 6-year survivor of ovarian cancer. I was diagnosed at age 39. I was blindsided. I have no family history or mutations or risk factors. Ever since, I have dedicated a lot of my life to raising awareness for ovarian cancer. I am in remission. I've been in remission since my surgery and chemotherapy back in July of 2015 when I finished. And I'm very involved with Sloan Kettering and some organizations in New York City where we provide free services for women with breast and ovarian cancer. I do patient-to-patient outreach at MSK Mama, where I talk to patients who are going through chemo. Trying to give them hope because this is a really deadly disease. Luckily, I did listen to my body and I was diagnosed in a later stage. There are symptoms to look out for. There's no screening test. A lot of people think that pap smear detects ovarian cancer, but it doesn't. There are more major symptoms: bloating, pelvic and abdominal pain, urinary urgency and frequency, and early satiety, which is getting full quickly. There are a few others: menstrual irregularities, back pain, fatigue, acid reflux. But if you have any of these symptoms, if you have a woman in your life has some of these symptoms that aren't going away, they're lasting for 2 weeks and longer, please encourage them to see their OB/GYN and get screened for this. Like I said, there is no screening test, so when they present the symptoms, they would do an ultrasound and CA-125 blood test, which would maybe if there's an issue and then surgery would be the only solution. Anyway, thank you for having me, and thanks for recognizing Ovarian Awareness Month.
Michelle, thank you very much. We're Middletown's glad that you're here to raise awareness for this. I read in the proclamation that 21,000 women are diagnosed with ovarian cancer each year, and 14,000 of them die from it. Those are daunting statistics, and each day, if you're just providing one woman with the education and the means to get that access and understand the things to look out for, you're making it happen and helping save lives. So as a survivor, God bless you, and as a person raising awareness, we thank you. So thank you very much. Can you see those teal ribbons outside? Were you the one who put them up?
Yeah, my son.
There you go.
And my mother's here as well.
Well, we're glad that your daughter is here and that you're here, and that Middletown is raising awareness. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
At this time, we're going to pull item number 18 for the next presentation. Proclamation recognizing September 2021 as Pediatric Cancer Awareness Month in the Township of Middletown. At this time, I'd like to invite Louise Gorsinger of Infinite Love for Kids Fighting Cancer.
So I have the absolute honor of having provided this proclamation in 2019, I think. We were at Luffman Towers, right? And you and John were there. And for those of you who don't know, the Gorsinger family is an absolutely phenomenal public servant, group of public servants, and they do great work when you need your floors restained too. There you go, I did a shout out for you, you're welcome. But the one great thing is, is the unbelievable effort of this organization in terms of its ability to just connect. I mean, there isn't a time where I see Andrea or anybody in the Gorsinger family who doesn't bring you to absolute tears by the stories that you're telling. And Infinite Love for Kids has always been something close, to me, and it became close to me through Luca Iacono, who passed away and was a very special little boy who made his way all the way through the police youth league. And sadly passed away about 3 months after. But Infinite Love for Kids took his family, and embraced them. Infinite Love for Kids, I can go on forever about their efforts with regard to pediatric cancer. Comedian Clark, the reason I called him down here is not to show off his shiny new head. Is to talk about I know that he's very close to Infinite Love for Kids, and he's wearing a special ribbon today, and I'll just let him say a few words.
Thank you, Mayor.
Not quick in the spot, I didn't tell you.
It's all right. So I've known the Gorsinger family for many years through the fire department. I had the privilege of serving with John, Louise's husband, Chief Police Department from 2014 to 2016. His way out. During that time, I got to know Natalie and Dan, Andre and Dan very well. Their daughter, Natalie, who just really kind of wrapped up for fighting cancer. And they inspired me to try to use this position to do something better. And like Tony was just saying, they know how to connect with people in a way that you don't. Unless you get to see Andrea and talk to her and talk to Dan and other people associated with it, it's a hard thing to explain. But they inspired me to get involved. So we started doing Shade Hero, Save Hero event, which we did over at Community Firehouse, where we were shaving heads of firefighters, police officers, EMS, really anybody else who wanted to come out, just to try to raise awareness, raise some money, for Andre to continue doing what she does the best. Unfortunately, these last 2 years with COVID, we haven't been able to do what we really wanted to do. But I've managed to shave my head every year for the last 6 years. I want people to ask, this morning, I had a beard, like a real full-on beard, and I had hair that could come down past my beard. So I'm hoping that people walk up to me and say, you had hair last week, what happened to you? And I get to tell a story, right? And draw attention and awareness to something that they might not otherwise be aware of. But it's not just for childhood cancer as well. Today, we're recognizing pediatric cancer, but ovarian cancer as well, pancreatic cancer, neuroblastoma, everything you can imagine. It's such a crappy disease. And it's about as bad as I'll get with my language, because it could be a lot worse. So anything you can do in your community, your little microcosm, whatever you're involved with, help draw attention and awareness. Please take advantage of that group and try to do that, because what comes out of it is something great like and I've been so proud to be part of it for 6 years. I've done a couple of different things besides shave that I couldn't be more proud to be associated with. Thanks.
Well, Luis, thanks for being here. And, Andre wrote a couple times for 24 straight hours to raise awareness during COVID. So, no offense to Tom and Sean back there with all their, Ironmans and stuff like that, but Andre wrote a life for 24 straight hours. And to raise awareness for pediatric cancer. So I'm not saying anyone can do it, but it would be great to have the sheriff and the commissioner director. Thank you. If you're able to support either or both ovarian cancer awareness or pediatric cancer and infant love for kids, we ask that you do so. So thank you all very much. Thank you, Louise. Thanks. Thanks for coming. Okay.
Okay.
Public, yeah.
Our next item on tonight's agenda, we have the public hearing on 2021-3316, a bond ordinance providing an appropriation of $340,000 for the various park acquisitions and improvements by and for the Township of Middletown in the County of Monmouth, New Jersey, and authorizing the issuance of $250,000 in bonds or notes of the Township of Middletown financing part of the appropriation.
Any member of the public wishing to speak on public ordinance number 2021-3316? Anybody here at Town Hall? These are the ADA improvements to the parks that we are making. Okay, nobody here at Town Hall. Any member of the public wishing to make a public comment that is joining us via Webex, you can use the raised hand feature. This is public ordinance number 2021-3316. Okay, seeing no member of the public stepping forward, move to close the public portion and approve. Second.
Committeeman Clark.
Yes.
Committeeman Sedambrino.
Yes.
Committeewoman Kratz.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Hybel.
Yes. Yes.
Motion carries to adopt ordinance 2021-3316 on second and final reading. At this time, we have introduction of ordinance 2021-3317, 2021 salary ordinance.
Motion to introduce.
Committeeman Clark.
Yes.
Committeeman Sedambrino.
Yes.
Committeewoman Kratz.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Hybel.
Yes.
Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Motion carries to pass this ordinance on first reading with a public hearing to be held September 20th, 2021. At this time, I'd like to ask the Township Committee to adopt a consent agenda, which would include resolutions 21-215 through 21-224.
Motion to approve the consent agenda. Second.
Committeeman Clark.
Yes.
Committeeman Sedambrino,
Yes.
Committeewoman Kratz,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Hybel,
Yes.
Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Motion carries to adopt consent agenda. And then I'm going to read the following proclamations for the record.
Go ahead, Heidi.
We have a proclamation recognizing September 18th, 2021 as Middletown Day in the Township of Middletown. A proclamation recognizing September 2021 as Hunger Action Month in the Township of Middletown. And a proclamation recognizing September 18th, 2021 as Usher Syndrome Awareness Day in the Township of Middletown.
All right, discussion items.
We have a Veterans Affairs Committee program.
You want me to start this?
Yeah.
Okay, so the Veterans Affairs Committee, along with the township have, been discussing a veterans discount program that would allow for businesses all across Middletown to participate in the program that would be able to display a sticker graphic, window cling to their front door, their front window, showing their participation in the program. Obviously, we want to assist the men and women who have honorably served our nation. And this is just obviously a small gesture that the Veterans Affairs Committee has, put forth. There is a small appropriation for the window clings themselves, but that is the purpose of the program. You want to add anything, Tony?
Well, yeah, I just wanted to make sure all the committee were aware of it because the window clings refer to the Middletown program. In other words, if people have questions about it, they may ask you about it. And so I wanted you to all be aware that the Veterans Committee was starting this program. And it is under Middletown's auspices, basically. So just so everyone's aware of it.
Anybody have any questions, comments, concerns? Okay. Red Hill Road, crosswalk with Preston Head.
The county is requesting a mid-block.
Oh, perfect. Tom's here.
Forget it then.
It's a coincidence. A mid-block crosswalk from Deep Cut Gardens to Tatum Park. They said the plans are over in the packet. It's fairly straightforward. We reviewed the plans. They look good. The police have to requested to modify the ordinance. We have to do an ordinance.
We'll have to do an ordinance.
Okay.
Sorry. Just to bring that to your attention.
Commissioner Director, anything you want to add to that? Okay. Questions, comments, concerns, Township Committee members?
There will be a flashing beacon for this crosswalk for
Yeah.
protection of.
Well, listen, the fog in that area is often, and the turns on Red Hill are often, dangerous. So I think.
Well, a lot of times what happens is one parking lot will fill up with the other one.
Yeah.
And then people are forced to cross the street, even though, they have no choice. So it's a pretty hairy spot to cross the street because it's kind of a curve leading up to it. So
Right.
it will definitely make it a lot safer.
Okay, anybody have any questions about that? Okay, moving on. Ordinance establishing a fee schedule for the games of chance. Heidi, Brian?
Yeah, basically, we're just cleaning up our ordinance that we don't have the required fees that are updated. So we're just updating the fees for that. And I don't know about the block party one.
But that's
That's the next one.
Chief.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Any questions for Heidi on that? No, okay. Ordinance establishing the application policy for street closing / block parties. I think Deputy Chief Bailey is on with us to discuss that. Chief?
Yes, I'm here, Mr. Mayor.
Can you just give us an update on the block parties application process that we want to put forth?
Yeah, absolutely. If you can just give me 1 second here, I just want to bring up Chief Weber's notes. As you know, he's unable to attend, and I just got brought into this at the last moment. So you can just give me 1 second, sir.
I can start out
Go
with
ahead,
just looking for that, but basically, in the past, Middletown has never had any specific rules or regulations for block parties. They kind of would come up, from time to time, and a neighborhood would want to sometimes close off their streets. But usually they would put up
either a couple of trash cans or maybe a barricade to close their streets. Well, one of the reasons I know that it's become an issue is that people, as we found out recently, when they're watching their GPS, they don't care about barricades, they don't care about anything. They're going to follow that. And if you're sent down a road by GPS, you could be going down a road that's going to have a bunch of people on it and games of chance or whatever. So we think we, at least at this point, need to establish some kind of rules, like an application process and some rules so that there's awareness that a block party is happening. We can put some word out on social media that, this coming weekend, there's going to be a block party in this particular neighborhood. So at least there's a little bit more awareness on the part of the public. And in some cases, maybe, they can't do it the way they want to do it because it's not really a safe way to close off streets. So, but right now we have nothing to hang our hats on in terms of regulating them.
Okay.
Go ahead, Chief.
Chief, anything you want to add to that?
Yeah, that really speaks to the point. The recent events in town, not related to a block party, but just seeing that, people will listen to their GPS and Google Maps and whatever any other application that if it tells them to go straight, they're going to go straight. And so when you have it up to this point, it really has been kind of hit or miss, and we're totally reliant upon the lack of organization, communication, and planning of the people that are doing this. And those things tend to break down as the party continues, and people will generally not meet their responsibilities or their previously agreed upon duties. And so you'll see a garbage can, a bike, something that's just basically sitting in the middle of the road that we're leaving it to the motorist to determine that, oh, this area is closed. Plus, with the people that are applying, they're only looking at, it may be a group of 4 or 5 neighbors, but there could be 10 neighbors on the street. And so we're only getting it from a limited amount. I think by going forward with this, one, we're making sure that the permit that is being applied for, they understand the terms and conditions. We have a direct contact of who is going to be the organizer for it. There's sign-in from all the parties that are involved that are going to be party to it, and we can actually review it, set up a proper traffic safety plan to make sure that it is in compliance with state and federal DOT standards, and that we're not going to be experiencing some sort of tragedy.
Okay. Any questions about this?
So we'll be coming with an ordinance in the next meeting or two.
Okay.
Will it have a fee attached to it as well?
We haven't discussed the fee. There might be a nominal application fee.
All right. Okay, that's it for discussion items.
The Township Committee comments?
Committeeman Clark.
Yep, a couple of things real quick. First, I want to say thank you to Pat Snow. She did an amazing job for us, and I'm going to do her 9/11 memorial report. So, Pat, thank you for everything you've done for the town, in particular for the 9/11 memorial. And if anybody drives past there, you're seeing an awful lot of progress in a short amount of time over these last 2 weeks. For everybody who helped support it so far, thank you. And we're going to continue to raise money throughout the upcoming year to finish the project. And you'll get a great preview on the 20th anniversary of where we're taking the Memorial Gardens to. So again, Pat, your work was tremendous. Thank you very much for that. I want to welcome Kim. Congratulations. Can't wait to work with you more. Just one more thing. I know it took a few minutes with the pediatric cancer, but I forgot to mention the ribbon on my shirt, my jacket. This is Angelina, and she passed away a couple of years ago. I got to work with her a couple of times through a few of the initiatives that Andrea put together. It's girls like her and Mia, who I worked with, who both passed, that really inspired me to move forward with this, and also getting to know survivors like Natalie and some of the other girls and boys that I got to meet over a period of time. It really is amazing. I would have been remiss if I didn't mention me and Angelina. So thank you. That's all I got.
Thank you, Committeeman Clark. Committeeman Senabrino.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. A couple of items this evening. First and foremost, Kim, congratulations and welcome aboard the committee. It's great to have you. To Kim's family and parents and husband, we'll have her back too in about a year, this time next year. So it's great for you to be with us. Committeewoman Pat Snell, as Committeewoman Clark mentioned, done a great job for us. You have some big shoes to fill. She has spent an inordinate amount of time restructuring and revamping and rethinking the 9/11 memorial, which our 20th anniversary ceremony is this coming Saturday at 6:30. She'll be missed. I sat next to her for the time that she was up here on the committee, and look forward to serving with you, certainly in Pat's stead. I'm sure you do a fantastic job. The only other item I have, Mayor, is that you had mentioned that there was a most of your family with regard to pediatric cancer awareness. I can't see that. Fine. See it now. It is a disease that unless you have firsthand experience with it, you can't exactly understand what that family or that person is going through. And so the only thing that you aside from even Clark shaving their head, because I'm not going to do that.
I'd pay to see that one. Me too.
Deputy Mayor. The only thing that you is be there to support the family, both with your time and with your money. And that's what we ask you to do. And these organizations that bring awareness to these diseases. And again, it's not only for the people that have direct experience, it's for the people that can also help as well. So we ask for that. And to the mayor's plug with regard to floor refinishing, so your family refinished my floors in my 1867 building, and they did a fantastic job. That's
Louise was very instrumental in all that, right?
She was there every day.
Yeah, I'm sure. Project manager.
That's all I have for this evening.
Thank you. Committeewoman Kratz.
I wanted to also thank Pat Snell, who I'm so honored to be in this seat, and she has done so much good for our town, and she will be sorely missed. Thank you to my parents, Marion and Joe Kelly. I am proud to be your daughter, and it is my honor to be sitting here. My parents are lifelong residents also of Middletown. It's a very proud moment for our family. Thank you to my husband, Willis, and my children, Ruth and Jack. My support is amazing. I'm thankful for all of you. And thank you, Mr. Mayor, and the rest of my colleagues on the Township Committee. I'm looking so forward to serving. I love this town. I'm also a lifelong resident, and I'm looking forward to all of the good things to come and to continue all of the good work that this committee has done and will continue to do. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Committeewoman Kratz. Deputy Mayor.
Thank you, Mayor.
Follow that, buddy.
Kim, that was great.
Follow that one.
This has been a hard night here. It's been a tough night, especially missing Pat here. I don't know if she's dialed in because I still can't see it, but I'm sure she is. Pat has been just an amazing member of our team. She has worked on every single project 100%. She has walked many miles. Peter Carton's in the back there and stopped at many yard sales to also talk to residents. I can't even, it's just weird just skipping over her name. I know Kim is going to do an amazing job, and I'm so happy to be up here with you. And but Pat has been our anchor here to keep us straight and keep us in line. We definitely don't need to worry about that with Kim because she has two boys that are definitely can straighten any of us out if we get out of line. So I got a little nervous when they walked in. So thank you, Kim, and welcome to the team. Pat, thank you for everything. I hope you're there on this call. I don't know if she is, but I hope you're there. And at 9/11, you worked this thing hard. I mean, every weekend selling signs. Do you have a count on how many signs we sold?
I don't have an exact number, but I'll call it significant. How's that?
A lot of signs. I mean, I know that she's touched a lot of them and brought them to places and did a lot of this. So
I think it's nearly
4,000 signs. I mean, so when you drive around Middletown, you see them. I know she did a lot of that work, and she deserves the credit there. So the next thing, I see a couple of board members back here. I know the kids are super excited to get back into school Monday. Is that right there? Okay. I want to wish them luck next week. It's been a challenging time for all of our kids in this town, and we do need to get them back. We need to get them in person and learning. So thank you for pushing that forward there. Mayor, I think I'm good. Thank you.
Great job, Deputy Mayor. Thank you. Just to finish up the comments, and I know Pat is going to be coming back at our second October meeting. Pat Snell was an absolute class act. This woman connected with people. She worked with people with every fiber of her being. She was working to ensure that the memory of the 37 Middletown residents that were lost on September 11, 2001 will continue to be remembered. I mean, she worked it. Pat, I was honored to sit up here with you. I was honored to run with you. I'm going to miss you. You were an incredible colleague and somebody I truly enjoyed working with each and every day. So, Pat, I want to thank you for your service to Middletown. Our loss is George's gain, but it was an absolute privilege to sit up on this dais with you, Pat. So I want to thank you very much. Kim, big shoes to fill, but I'm confident that you will absolutely be able to fill those shoes and to continue to deliver on the expectation that each and every resident of this municipality expects from their government and deserves from their government. So we will continue to deliver on those promises. That's why we sit up here, and that's why we do what we do. And I know we're all proud to have you up here with us. I just want to, earlier in the program, at the beginning of the meeting, the beginning of every meeting, we pause for troops serving worldwide. And 2 weeks, just I guess over 2 weeks ago now, 13 Americans were killed in Afghanistan serving their country. What is absolutely astounding as we come up on the 20th anniversary of September 11th is not one of them was born when September 11th, 2001 occurred. But they were fighting for the freedom, the exact freedom that we went to Afghanistan for, to prevent an attack where 2,977 individuals lost their lives. So I ask that you pray for their families, pray for our nation, pray for our troops, and pray that the freedoms that those individuals died for are not lost in vain. September 11th, our program on 9/11 will continue. Obviously, as I mentioned, this is the 20th anniversary. Our program starts at 6:30 at the World Trade Center Memorial Gardens. This year, obviously being that it's a milestone, will be different than years past, but we will obviously unveil the new walkway we have, the monument dedicated to our not only Middletown's first responders, but to our military personnel. As I said, actually, in an interview not that long ago, I said that, the impact of September 11th was felt in the New York metropolitan area, in Washington, D.C., and in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. But the impact of what happened on 9/11 has been felt by every corner of this nation, by those who fight for it each and every day. So remember that this is not a New York thing. This is not a Washington, D.C. thing. This is an American tragedy that occurred, and we should pay it that respects and continue to deliver on the promise that Middletown will never forget, and neither should this nation. And then finally, Middletown Day is coming up on September 18th. We are so fortunate to have it back this year. We missed it last year, but this is a day in which our community comes out to celebrate
all the wonderful people that we have living in this town, working in this town, and the businesses that make it up. Okay, with that being said, I'll open it up for public comment. Any member of the public wishing to make a public comment, we ask that you state your name and address for the record and keep your comments to 5 minutes. At 4 minutes, I'll let you know that you have 1 minute remaining. And to begin to wrap up your comments, we ask that you come up to the microphone. I'll start with those joining us in town hall first, and then I'll move over to the Webex. Any member of the public wishing to make a public comment? Seeing no member of the public stepping forward. Heidi, anybody joining us via Webex, you can use the raised hand feature on the Webex portal if you'd like to make a public comment. Seeing no member of the public stepping forward, I move to close the public portion and adjourn.
Second.
Committeeman Clark,
Yes.
Committeeman Sedambrino,
Yes.
Committeewoman Kratz,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Hybel,
Yes.
Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Motion carries to adjourn.
Have a good night, everybody. Thank you.